So let's talk some public forum debate. So what exactly is public forum debate? Public forum debate is kind of a shorter form debate. And the reason I say that is because the speeches are a lot shorter. Now, this is a 2-person per team style debate. It is different from parliamentary in that you get your topics ahead of time, so you know exactly what you're going to be talking about going into the tournament. In fact, each topic lasts for 2 months. So during the course of this season, if you do public forum, we also call it POFO, in case you hear me say that, you'll be doing 4 different topics throughout the season. Now, these topics kind of range. They're all over the place as far as things you'll be talking about. For instance, the October topic coming up, or the September-October topic, I should say, is resolved. The European Union should join the Belt and Road Initiative. So that's just kind of an example of the types of things that you're talking about. The November-December topic, we don't know exactly what that's going to be, but it looks like it's somewhere in the cybersecurity range. So you get a chance to talk about a lot of different things. Now, because you know the topics ahead of time, you can prepare your cases ahead of time. You can also research the topic like crazy, so that way you're prepared to argue all the different things that could be coming your way in this particular topic area and to prove this resolution true or false. Now, just like with other forms of debate, the affirmative is going to be arguing for the resolution. The negative is going to be arguing against the resolution. But one of the things that kind of is different about public forum versus other debates is the fact that when you go into a round, you don't know if you're going affirmative or negative. It's all decided in the round with a coin flip. So you come in, you meet your opponents, you meet your judge, you flip a coin. Whoever wins that coin toss can decide whether or not they're going affirmative or negative. And then another trick to this event is the fact that which team goes first is also decided by a coin toss. So this means that you could be in a round where the negative team is the first team to speak. That means the negative team is the team that's deciding how the round works. They're defining the terms. They're setting the perimeters for the debate, all done by the negative team, which is unusual for a debate event. So keep in mind, when you're going into rounds, you don't know which side of the round you're going to be on, and you don't know which side is going first. So your cases have to be ready to evolve to meet those different needs. So you may have a affirmative going first setup of your case, affirmative going second setup of your case, and the same thing on the negative side. So just a little more complicated in that regard. Now, because you know your topics ahead of time, there's less fear going into your first competitions because you know your topics. You've been preparing on your topics. You've been researching your topics. So there's a little less stress as far as what you'll be getting when you go into that very first tournament or in that first round, or any round for that matter. So let's talk a little bit about the format of the round that you're going into here in public forum. Now, each person in the round is going to give a 4-minute constructive speech. So the first person to go, whether that's aff or neg, like I said, we don't know that until the round starts, but that first person to go is going to stand up and speak for 4 minutes. And then the other side is going to stand up and speak for 4 minutes. And then both of those people that have just spoken are going to have a 3-minute period of what we call crossfire. That's where they're asking each other questions about their particular cases. Now, once those two have had their constructive speeches and their crossfire session, they sit down. And now the next two on the team go. So you've got, let's assume that the affirmative is going first. Your affirmative second speaker would go, and then your negative second speaker go. And then those two are going to have a crossfire so that they can, again, ask each other questions. That now concludes the constructive speech period. So now we switch into summary speeches, also called rebuttals. But in the summary speeches, these speeches are 2 minutes. So now the first person from the affirmative team and the first person from the negative team are going to speak a second time in a 2-minute summary speech. Just 2 minutes to try to wrap all of this up from each side. Then we're going to have what we call the grand crossfire, which is where all 4 people are going to stand up and ask each other questions to help, kind of solidify and weigh out the round. And then lastly, the second person from the affirmative team, again, assuming they're first, And the second person from the negative team, they are going to each have a 2-minute summary speech to finish off the round. So when we do some math here on a POFO round, if each person has a 4-minute constructive speech, each person has a 3-minute crossfire speech or crossfire period of questioning, and each person has a 2-minute summary speech, that means the most any one person is talking for is 9 minutes total. That's nothing in a speech and debate round, especially debate. So a lot of people maybe don't realize this about public forum, but the rounds are short. They're less stressful because you've done all the research ahead of time. And you're really not speaking for very long at all. I mean, the first person that goes, whether, again, that's affirmative or negative side, the first person that goes, they're reading a pre-prepared case in that 4 minutes time. They're answering questions about it, and then they're giving a 2-minute summary speech. The other thing that boggles my mind about public forum is traditionally everyone's saying, I want to do parliamentary debate because it's impromptu style and I don't have to prepare. But at the same time, because of that, there's not as many teams entered in public forum tournaments. And thus there's greater opportunity. So rounds are shorter. You're speaking for less time. There's more opportunity. I personally don't understand why public forum is not the most popular debate event in a tournament. That's just me. I don't understand. But public forum can offer you a lot of great opportunities. It's, again, you're researching a variety of topics throughout the season. You're getting to dive deep into these. You're getting to explore all sorts of elements to it. And it's just a lot of fun. So I would strongly encourage teams to try public forum debate. It's a little more work up front because you're researching and you're writing cases before the tournament, which is a little bit of work, but that's okay. But again, shorter rounds, shorter speaking time, and more opportunity. So definitely give public forum a chance.